Well, hi guys, we're back on the allotment again. It's Saturday the 13th of August, my wife's birthday, although I'm spending it on the allotment. She does understand that things need done, so I'll take her out for a nice meal later, and that'll make up for not spending the day with her. In a moment I'm going to take you on a tour of the allotment so far. Just let me take my glasses off and let you see how it's progressing and the work that I've been doing over the past couple of weeks. So if you just bear with me, I'll finish my cup of tea and we'll get right on it. Okay guys, as always, we start at the bottom of the plot. There's the red currant bushes, and they seem to be doing okay. They'll be bearing fruit next year, I'm sure. There's a pile of soil there that I've sieved some weeds out of. Another pile there that I've yet to sieve, and another pile there that I've yet to sieve. And as you can see, the place is actually littered with weeds. It doesn't matter how many times you dig them up, haul them off or whatever, a little sprinkling of rain and they seem to come back. You see the mound here that I'm going across now? This is where my potatoes were. Actually they still are. I've just cut the tops off because they were showing signs of blight and I wanted to get rid of them and burn them before the actual drop of the spores into the soil, which wouldn't be good because it would spread blight all through the soil. And next year I'd just have the same problem. Brings us on to the French beans, climbing French beans. They're climbing up the poles nicely, as you can see. I've got to sort the top part out. There's a little bit of a problem there. I think I might have some black fly or something, I don't know. But they are producing beans, as you can see. There are some there, and they will be picked in about I don't know, another couple of weeks. Just let them get to about 5 inches long and I'll pick them. Carrots are doing well. There's a few weeds in between them. I'm going to get them out sometime today or tomorrow. I can't see any sort of problems with carrot fly or anything yet, so maybe the season's over. If you're out there and you know when the carrot fly season is, or when it ends, could you just drop us a comment and let me know? That way I'll be a little bit wiser than I was 2 minutes ago. Swiss chard has really gone overboard. We've not been eating it as often as we thought we were. When it first started growing, we were eating it almost every other day. But as things happen, you know, you have everything every other day, then you get fed up of it. So I'm going to cut some of that down, and I'll either take it to the local food bank and see if they want it, or I'll take it to work and some of my work colleagues can have it. I don't know whether you can see anything in this bed but weeds, but there are spring onions in this bed. They're beginning to bulk up nicely, and I should be picking those or harvesting them maybe the end of September, something like that. I don't want them to get as big as the other ones. The other ones grew quite large, so they actually grew into onions rather than scallions. But that bed needs weeding, as you can see. The spinach, blooming heck, look at that. I don't know, a little bit of rain and it just pops up and grows massively. What I'm going to do then, I'm going to take some head shears to it and just chop it all down to ground level again. Put it in bags, again either take it to the local food bank, see whether they want it, or take it to work, because one of my work colleagues has suddenly got his health regime going and he's going to the gym quite a lot, and he says he needs spinach. So I said I'd take him some. I might take him all of it actually, just overload him with spinach and see what he does with it. Coming over here, there you go, you can see the sprouts. They're growing away nicely, all nicely netted against the cabbage white butterfly, which also attacks sprouts, or any brassicas really. So I'm hoping to get some sprouts off those in time for Christmas lunch. That will be nice. Now I'm going to move, guys. I'm going to take you over to see the cabbages, because the cabbages are growing away nicely as well. They're hearting up, as you can see. Do you remember this one? This is the one that I said was for the slugs and the rest were for me. Well, that one seems to be the most healthiest of the bunch, although you know, they're not doing well. They're looking healthy enough. They could probably do with a feed of nitrogen or something, so I'll give them a balanced fertiliser before I go today. and let the rain, if it rains, wash it in down into the soil, and that'll feed them. That one, unfortunately, yeah, that's for the compost, as and when I decide to dig it up and throw it in the compost bin. So as they say in gardening, happy accidents happen. This is an accident, but it's not that happy, but it will produce food for the plants for next year if I put it on the compost heap. The dill, a herb that we use a lot of in our cooking at home, especially mixing it with yogurts if we're having an Indian inspired meal, you know, to make raita with a bit of cucumber is nice, but that's absolutely romped away. It's flowering now, so it is right for picking. The little frothy fronds, I'll take some of those home, and maybe if anybody out there knows how to preserve it, please drop me a line and let me know. Yeah, and then I'll be better off than I was 2 minutes ago, knowledge-wise. There we go. Let's move over to the. Oh, what's happened here? This was coriander, but it seems to have flopped over for some reason. So I'm going to have to take that out. This is the coriander. This is it's flowering as well. I grow coriander mainly for the seed because, again, when we're having an Indian inspired meal, we use a lot of coriander seed in our cooking. So that's flowering away nicely. It should run to seed shortly, and then I'll be picking them off. The only thing is, it's a bit of a pain in the backside because each individual seed is very sort of small, and you need to pick them off by hand and put them into a vessel. It's not like any other way of collecting seed where you just stick a paper bag over it and shake it. I don't think I've got a paper bag that big actually. The digitalis. Poor little thing has run to seed now. It's too damp to collect seed today, but I will try to collect seed unless it's just scattered the seed all over the place before I can get to it. That's the thing about collecting seed, you see. You get to it too soon and it isn't ripe enough and it won't germinate. And if you leave it too late, the plant's already got rid of it and self-seeded everywhere. Okay, the rhubarb, that's still producing stalks and it's growing at a phenomenal rate. And again, somebody told me that you couldn't harvest rhubarb past the end of June because of the oxalic acid and because you need to leave it to put the goodness back into the crown. But most of the allotmenteers on this site seem to be of the opinion that you can harvest it and you can still use it. It will be bitter, but it just means you have to add that much more sugar than you would normally do when it's young and tender. I don't know, I may take a few sticks home and try it, see what's happening, and if it tastes alright I'll harvest the rest of it and you know, look forward to next year's crop. Tomatoes are doing well, they seem healthy enough. Most of the plants have got tomatoes on. There's some small ones on this plant here. There's some small ones on there, but the top seems to have broken off. It's probably wind damaged that. So most of the front plants here have got tomatoes on. They're still green, they're not ripening up. They could do with some sunshine, I think, to ripen them up, but you can still use them when they're green. Make some green tomato chutney out of them, that's nice. If you leave it 2 years, it just matures and matures and matures. The other tomatoes in my experimental boxes, if you remember, the self-watering ones, are doing really well, but they're not, again, not ripening very readily. I think I'm going to still use the self-watering boxes, but I'll do it in the greenhouse next year, and they ripen up a lot better in the greenhouse than what they were outside, even though they are recommended for outside growing. We've just not had the sunshine this year. Right, take you over here, babe. You see the base? This is a small patio. Do you remember the box that was there? I emptied the soil out of it and then we tipped the box over. That's the remainder of the soil that I still need to sieve the weeds out of and put back down on the bottom of the plot, and the weeds into the compost. There's a little bit of soil over there that I need to get rid of. This rubbish I've still not taken to the tip. I keep meaning to do it, but then I come down and at the end of the day I just forget to put it in the car. So I need a a note to self, I think, on a sticky label and just pin it to the shed door. And then when I close the shed door, it will remind me. I'll write something on it like, "Don't forget to take the rubbish to the tip." Okay, I've started sorting out the base for the greenhouse. This is where the old greenhouse was before I'd taken over the plot. I've started sorting that out because I want to move my greenhouse. It is on another plot. I bought it off another plot holder, so it needs moved. I promised him it would be moved by the beginning of next season. He very kindly let me use it in situ this season because he knew that you know, I wouldn't be moving it this season, especially with all the rubbish that was here. I still need to do a little bit more cleaning up, but I don't know whether I should make a poured concrete base or just get some flagstones and put them down and attach the greenhouse to that. Well, that's a decision I have to make, and I will be tapping into the knowledge of my fellow allotmenteers on that. There's a fig tree, believe it or not. Doesn't belong to me, belongs to the next plot, but it's doing really well, considering it was cut back quite a lot because it was overgrowing my greenhouse space. So we actually hacked it back to what seemed to be just a trunk. Look at the way it's come back. Who says figs are, you know, they're a species where you can easily kill them? You can't kill a fig. It's like trying to kill a buddleia. You can't kill a buddleia either. Okay, that's about it. There's a bin with my hose pipe wrapped around it just to stop it getting tangled up. And basically, yeah, that's it. That's the plot so far. So what I'm going to do is leave you to ponder. Please send me some comments on the things that I've needed, like you know. Well, I forget what I said before, but never mind. Leave me some comments on what I asked you to leave me comments on, and I'll get back to you later. So that's it for now. I'm finished. Happy gardening, folks. See you next time.